Two Types of Meditations by Venerable Rungruan Papa Saro, Dr. Rungruan Lim Chu Patapa. In order to have a clear understanding on how to perform a meditation, it is necessary to differentiate the meaning of the words concentration and meditation first. When a stimulus from the world makes a contact into the mind, and the mind will focus on the object of consciousness with a concentration. This is typically a way to perform a meditation. That is, a meditation is a special procedure of making a focus on something. The achievement of performing a meditation is that the mind will become concentrated, and even being able to reach a special state of one-pointedness. Therefore, a concentration is the state of mind when performing a meditation. The main reason to distinguish the difference between the words meditation and concentration is to address the fact that in Buddhist practice, the mind becomes concentrated not by the traditional mantra meditation, but instead by a Buddhist meditation with Yoniso Manasikara. The two types of meditations. In an ancient time, the meditation was a well-known technique of practice in many religions, and it is believed to be a way to make a communication with spirits and gods, of which and it was considered as a kind of supernatural power. Before the Buddha time, a mantra meditation by reciting a short sacred word was the only way to perform the meditation. Later, when the Buddha invented an alternative way of meditation to bring the mind to become concentrated by having a mindfulness to study the Dharma, so-called a mindfulness meditation. The Yoniso Manasikara will be used as a basis for a Buddhist meditation or mindfulness meditation in studying the Dharma of the Buddha's teachings. The goal of performing a meditation in Buddhism is in fact not to develop a supernatural power, but it is aimed to learn the Dharma of the nature. And because of the two different practices and goals of meditations, then the meditation is classified into two types, namely the mantra meditation and the mindfulness meditation. Among these two types of meditations, the mantra meditation was well known among practitioners for more than 4,000 years ago. This technique is performed by reciting a short sacred word again and again. It is believed that the power of sacred word by praising the power of God again and again, then the God will bless the mind to become concentrated. The mantra meditation was very popular in an ancient world, and although there are many different religions with different gods, but all of them share a similar technique in reciting a short sacred word of God, only difference in the God's name. In comparing the difference between the mantra meditation and the Buddhist meditation, the mantra meditation will force the unwholesomeness by suppression, while the Buddhist meditation will have a mindfulness with a proper dharma to abandon the unwholesomeness. Therefore, in performing the Buddhist meditation, we will learn the varieties of problems of the mind, and in the meantime also learning the dharma on how to resolve the problem by wisdom. This introspection learning process will take some times, starting from a simple dharma, then exploring into more details of the nature of mind, and then the learning on Dharma will become more comprehensive along the course of Buddhist practice. The success of Buddhist practice indeed is based on cleansing all contaminates in the mind, so that we can clearly see the reality of the mind, and then learning on the cognitive process development to correct any arising problem inside the mind. And this is the way to have a developed mind in Buddhism. As compared to the mantra meditation, the Buddha highlighted the main difference between the two practices as follows.
The Buddha's teachings are well explained, and since you have a mindfulness throughout the practice, then you can realize of what is happening inside the mind, including the mind improvement step by step. The success in the Buddhist practice is well verified by instructed cognition of Dharma, while the Brahman practice of mantra meditation, or absorptive meditation, can only temporarily calm the mind for a while, and the mantra is sort of supernatural power, so it cannot be proved and verified. Especially the mantra meditation cannot abandon any kinds of the 5 lower fetters, not even mentioned about the 7 factors for enlightenment.